Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I knew you'd be able to save me with these big, strong arms of yours.
My name is Philip Coutinho, and you're watching Pajama King Show.
I would like to thank all my current and past patrons. Without you guys, this channel would be nowhere.
Got me stuck, can't give it up. Back in reality, stop to clarity, stop the distraction, regain some traction. Was it hypnotic, so iconic? Got me stuck, can't give it up. Back in reality, stop to clarity, stop the distraction.
Let's get massive. Let's take some growth hormones. Sudden growth is like a sunset. It goes down and reappears different but familiar. Now you are an infant beast.
Hi, sugar cakes. Welcome to Gift of Games. Now, I released a poll where I asked all of you how you felt about muscle growth stories. And most of you seem to agree with me, where they're cool, I like them, but there's a such thing as too much. But very close runner-up is a bunch of you guys that love them. So I found this game on itch.io. This is a furry visual novel where you can either have someone grow very muscular or grow very heavy. We are going to go the muscular route for all the characters, since you know that's kind of what my channel is based upon. But do know that playing this game, you can also grow your characters to be very heavy. So let's get started. This game contains images and content not suitable for those under the age of 18. Oh my. Please confirm your age. I am 18 years or older. Finally, all moved into my new apartment. Amazing how cheap this place was, even by Ghost Town standards. Now I still have that appointment with the mayor. I should head out sooner rather than later if I want to make a good first impression. Now, what to do? Go to the town. Better check out what's happening. I wonder what this place has to offer. Let's go to the mayor. I should really make it to my appointment. Don't want to upset the mayor before even meeting him. I can't believe I actually have an appointment. It's been over a year of easy living and now someone's got to rain on my parade. Knock, knock. Oh, yes, come in. Hi, my name's Eugene. You're the mayor of this cute little ghost town, right? I suppose so. Name's Phil. Oh, good. Then you're exactly the first person I should be meeting. What's that supposed to? Before Phil could finish his question, Eugene bolted forward until he's right in the mayor's face. Phil was more than a little uncomfortable with this mysterious man invading his personal space. Can I help you? Well, you could help me by answering this one little question. Are you satisfied like this? Excuse me? Well, I don't mean to be insulting. It's just that I've passed through a number of towns between here and my old residence in the capital. And between this town and those other places, your little hamlet seems to be lacking something that they had. That common thing that made them all prosper. Oh yeah? What's the special little trait you speak of? Mass. Mass? Mass. Everyone has a veritable giant of muscle and flab. Almost like their wealth and status was tied to their size. You know about the king, right? He's quite the amazing hunk of man if I do say so myself. Even got an up-close look at him while I was living in the capital. Man must have been 10 feet tall with the way he carried himself. Arms like cannons and a gut like a wrecking ball. I swear he left dents in the cobblestone streets as he swaggered his way through the main street. And I bet you wouldn't mind seeing guys like that around here. Your shortening pants are speaking pretty loud. Don't look at me like that, you freaking pervert. Is this all you wanted? To try and humiliate me for funsies? Besides, the king you're talking about passed away some months ago from illness. Now his runt of a son is king and barely even leaves the damn castle. Yeah, that was a real shame about the former king. part of the reason I wanted to start somewhere fresh. Oh yeah? What exactly do you have planned with this change in scenery? Well, I do have quite the aptitude for magic, you see. Made my living in the capital as the owner of the apothecary. Oh, how nice it was to see so many big bodies pass through my door for my potions. Got it. You want a permit for an apothecary. I can write you one now and... Oh, no, I'm done with that lifestyle. Now that I'm here, I'd rather spread my magic in a more proactive manner, so to speak. And you plan to achieve that how exactly? I'd like a job. Right here, like a consultant who can make you big. Me? Big? Me? Oh, don't be so modest. You're a whale for Christ's sake. Oh, he is a whale. You were made to be huge, not some dinky little mayor of a dinky little town. Not super comfortable with the stereotype, but you think I can actually be even a little bit huge? Not even a little bit huge. You're gonna be a mass monster. Just take this. Hard and chiseled green gem ring, smooth and round red gem ring. We're gonna take the green gem ring. A ring? Yes. One with a robust amount of magic that'll bulk you up in no time. I'm not really sure about this. Eugene placed the ring onto Phil's hand and forced the whale's fist closed. Trust me, it'll be a big help to you. Yeah, well, I've only just met you, and it's not like this is my first hearing what could easily be an empty promise. That royal messenger peddled promises about the mayor's position being like local royalty, but no one here even knows this town even has a mayor. Oh, what? Oh, nothing. Just proud of my own judgment. Never you mind. Just meet me in town square in 20 minutes. Why? Got some harebrained scheme brewing? Well, I wouldn't say harebrained, but nevertheless. See ya. Wait, Bill, what trouble could you have gotten yourself into? Well, whatever. You managed to rubber stamp your way through this boring job for a decent paycheck. Not like I'll lose anything if this guy turns out to be a fraud. Better get over to him or else he'll probably throw a fit or something. All right, Eugene, I'm in the square. Now where are you? Oh, let me guess. He just lured me out here to break into my office and loot the place. Well, joke's on him. Not like I keep anything valuable in that dump anyway. What's all that commotion? Okay, betting that's where this Eugene character wants me to go. Huh? Well, at least now I know the worst thing to expect is him making asses out of both of us. Okay, what the hell's going on here? Feels like half the town was showing up out of the blue. Help! Oh, won't someone please help? Huh? What? Wait, is that? Oh, won't someone please help a poor, pathetic man? I was only trying to transport this tire to the farmlands. Oh, woe is me as this heavy burden rests atop my small, fragile body. Oh, for the love of... Is this seriously what he has planned? And talk about the worst acting skills. No one's going to... Oh no, that guy doesn't look too good. Is there anyone here strong enough to lift that thing? That guy must be in pain. Whatever. Let's get this over with. All right. How is this supposed to make me the kind of mass monster you talked about? Oh, are you here to help me, sir? Please free me from the crushing force of this rubber titan. Eugene, just play along. My magic will do the rest. Just slip the ring on and lift the tire. Okay, fine. Whatever. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm sure I will be saved by someone of such stature. Wow, the mayor's gonna lift that thing? We have a mayor? Phil slipped on the ring as instructed and bent down to get his hands under the gap Eugene's body had provided for the whale. Phil began pulling up on the tire as the worried bystanders began to cheer. As the seconds passed, Phil began to feel his biceps and triceps burn as he exerted more and more effort. He couldn't tell for sure, but he felt as though the tire was lifting off of the dragon's slender body. With a final grit of his baleen, Phil poured all his strength into one final push and... Phil grunted as he launched the tire off the trapped Eugene. The dragon smiled knowingly as the crowd looked in shock. All according to plan. Oh, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I knew you'd be able to save me with these big, strong arms of yours. What? What's happening to my body? Come on, everyone, give the mayor a round of applause for being my hero. The crowd cheered with enthusiasm as they bore witness to Phil's act of heroism and might. I gotta get out of here. Phil easily muscled his way through the crowd to run back to his office, his balance being constantly thrown off by the weight of his muscular arms. When things had settled down, Eugene managed to creep back to the mayor's office to check on his new hero. Damn it, I knew trusting that guy was a bad idea. My whole body feels so tight. Well, you definitely look tight from where I stand. And you even put on a new shirt. You. Is this supposed to be part of your magic? What exactly was up with that tire? Oh, it wasn't the tire. In fact, that thing wasn't particularly heavy. Probably only weighed about 80 pounds at most. Then why do I look so pumped up? Well, one, it's not a pump, but solid new muscle. And two, it has to do with the ring. See, as those civvies were cheering for you, the ring absorbed the energy and turned it into pure muscle for you. And now, hearing that makes you feel good. I know you took up the job as mayor to become a local celebrity that everyone worshipped because you can't get enough of the spotlight. How could you tell? Just a hunch, really. And thanks for confirming it, by the by. Good. Oh, relax. I know it sounds shallow, but this way people will start admiring you. After all, everyone in this kingdom loves them some mess. Okay, you got me with that last part. So what exactly do you want to get out of this? Gonna force me to launder some funds? No, how cliche. All I want is some information. Got any documents on any more guys who could use my assistance? I mean, if they own some kind of businesses, that could lead to more travelers and residents showing up in the future. Of course, that would mean more people to admire your growing body. Yeah, no need to spell it out, smartass. Phil rummaged through his filing cabinet and pulled out a couple of sheets of paper. Eugene swiped the papers and skimmed through their contents, searching for the info he wanted. These will do well, I think. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I promise to visit again soon for another workout. Until then, enjoy worshiping your own muscles. It may make you grow, but it's definitely recommended. Ciao. Oh, it may not make you grow, but it's definitely recommended. Worship myself, like some kind of. Phil placed his hand on his bulging bicep. It felt rock hard and powerful as he flexed. He placed his other hand on one of his slightly rounded pecs, and so he ended up feeling himself. Well, that was quite the productive day. Phil may not show it on his face, but he's probably itching for some more growth opportunities. But I think I should give the guy a break and focus on a new set of guys. According to Phil's files, the only other places of note in this town are a recently refurbished bar that many travelers and citizens would love to visit, and a recently established guild hall that's already 2 months behind on its rent payment. Both have got to need a bit of magic to rake in some success. I wonder what this place has to offer. Let's go to the bar. That refurbished bar sounds like a nice spot. Bet the owner could use a little extra help with the business.
Time for a back break. Now back to the show.
Hello, anyone in here? I noticed the entrance was slightly ajar and I figured you were open. Wouldn't mind having a drink if possible. Maybe the owner isn't here. Gotta say, that's some pretty lousy security. Crash. Something fell. Sorry. I'm coming, don't you worry. Just then, a lanky-looking bird walked out the back room with a haste. Judging by the apron, Eugene could only assume that this young man was the bar owner. Hello there. Am I to assume you're one of the bartenders? Yeah, that'd be me, the one and only bartender and owner. Good to meet you then. The name's Eugene. And would you prefer I call you boss or chief? Oh, there's no need for any of that, really. My name's Arturo. Nice to meet you. This one's much more agreeable than Phil. Should be pretty easy to get a grip on this place. So Arturo, right? Gotta say, this is a pretty swanky looking place you got here. New tables and countertops and such. Had to have cost a pretty penny, even in a humble little town like this. Yeah. I guess it does cost a little more than I figured, but my brothers were more than happy to revitalize our grandfather's old pub. Ah, I see. Wait, brothers, you say? Yes, we're triplets. I guess. I see. Sounds like 2 more potential big shots for this town. What would be more appealing than 3 enormous brothers coming together to try and outbig one another? It'd be a real bonus if they were in charge of their own little establishments. Mr. Eugene? Turo. My dear lad. Yes? I would like to request a cold beverage. Do you happen to serve, say, hearty smoothies? Smoothies. I must admit it is very much on the warmer side today, and I could really use something refreshing. About that, you know how I said that the refurbishing costs a little more than I anticipated? I sort of ran out of money for basic drink making equipment. What the hell? Arturo looked down to the ground in embarrassment, pressing his index fingers together. Yes, the lack of any kind of blending or mixing equipment would make turning a profit quite impossible. But don't worry, I've been doing a few odd jobs to get some people to afford new equipment. Oh, doing a few odd jobs for some people so I can afford new equipment. Just come back in maybe a few weeks and I can make you a nice... No, that simply won't do. A bartender needs his equipment to make a proper beverage. I know. Come here, would you? Oh, okay. Arturo cautiously moved closer to Eugene as the Drake rummaged through the bag hanging from his hip. Here we are. Don't pull that thing out so fast. I didn't even know that was a magic storage bag. Wait, isn't that a Mithril-powered blender? Dump your ingredients in the pot and watch as it instantly creates the tastiest juice out of any pulp. Wow, I've had plenty of juices and fizzy stuff from copper and iron-powered blenders, but Mithril sounds like it could be incredible. Wait, how did you even get a Mithril blender? I thought only royalty and those close to that level of wealth could get their hands on that. Well, plenty of high-ranked adventurers could come across a handful of raw mithril while dungeon raiding, They also love bartering with said gems in order to get the highest quality potions from my old apothecary. And how much is something like that gonna cost me? I heard a battery that size could easily power the capital for a year. Quick to point that out, aren't you? Oh, quick to the point, aren't you? I can respect that. So much so that I'm more than willing to part with this device and power source for just a small cut of your profits. And, well, I like to check in on this place periodically, maybe even offer some business advice in the future. Are these terms acceptable to you? Sure. So how exactly do I use this thing? I kind of also spent so much time on the paperwork side of this place that I've never really learned how to make anything extraordinary. This one's definitely going to need a lot of help, but perhaps he'll develop into a fine himbo in due time. I should just offer a helping hand to get him off the ground. Listen, we'll go down to the market and get some ingredients. Arturo and Eugene made their way to the market to pick up enough ingredients for a test batch of smoothies. Upon returning to the pub, Arturo began dumping some of the items into the blender to make a couple cups worth of the beverage. All right, I think it's ready. Well, it certainly looks healthy. At least it has a pleasant, fruity aroma. Well, you're the one who said grapes, blueberries, and peanuts make a great combination. Will you be taking the first sip? Well, how about we make a toast and sample it together? Sounds like a decent compromise, no? I suppose so. Better to have you suffer with me if it turns out awful. Eugene and Arturo each grabbed a cup and knocked the drinks together. It's been a while since I've used my special magic on myself. I purposely cast a hypnosis spell on the man's equipment so that he wouldn't notice the effects. Oh well, best to just play along with whatever he says to keep the illusion intact. The hypnosis shouldn't have any effect on me after all. The two started with a small sip of their beverages just to test the flavor. Without stopping to take a breath, both men quickened their pace and started inhaling their smoothies. It didn't take either of them long to gulp down the remaining liquid. That was definitely a mithril level drink. I couldn't get enough of that flavor. I know what you mean. It was otherworldly compared to the other smoothies I've had. I bet my daily protein shake would taste great if I made it with this blender. I hear that. Say, there's still some smoothie left. Are you up to another toast, big guy? Oh, absolutely. Well, here's to your success in the future. And to our partnership going forward. Eugene and Arturo happily chugged their next round of celebration smoothies. This amount of mass should only be temporary. I should stay for a few minutes until Arturo is down to a more stable size. Or maybe a little longer than that. Eugene and Arturo spent the next hour comparing each other's muscles and discussing the best way to diet and work out. Eugene was more than pleased to see his hypnosis had done its job on his new client. So, are you satisfied with your new consultant's blender? Totally, dude. This is way better than anything I could afford with my odd job cash. Though, I might still take some here and there to get a decent workout in. Well, just don't forget about your main moneymaker here. No worries, I'll be taking good care of this place. Gotta pay you back for giving me this blender. Just don't tell anyone it's mithril powered. You can just call that your secret ingredient when people start asking for recipes. A good point. Well, don't want to overstay my welcome. I'll check in on you in a while to see how things are going. Later. See ya. And thanks again, man. And now that's what I would call a fruitful day. Even managed to put on some masks for myself. I can't count how many years it's been since I sampled my own magic. Perhaps I could always fiddle with my size every now and again. What's life without a little change every now and then? Eugene has now unlocked Muscle Mass Level 1. When Eugene is in his apartment, he can now use his own magic charms to change his body mass. It'll be important to change his size every now and again in order to progress other characters' stories. I could really use a nap right about now. It's been a long day after all. Now, what to do? I should be able to use some of these on myself now. Let's reset physique. Better slim down, but by how much? 1 stage. And just like that, Eugene's magic bag sucked up all his recent gains, along with all the memories of those who have seen him that size. Now what to do? Let's go to the town. Better check what's happening. I wonder what this place has to offer. So let's go to the guild. The new guild hall sounds like a hotspot for a number of growing adventurers, and I'm more than happy to help them grow faster. The doc said that this was a new guild hall, but going off the decor alone, I'd say this place has been standing for longer than the town itself. And where are the adventurers? Isn't that sort of the point of having one of these places? There are no adventurers. Who's there? That'd be me, the guild master. The guild master, you say? But you don't look so modest. Guess that's the polite way of saying weak, pathetic, clearly out of his league. Oh, come now. The only way someone can become a guild master is if they're assigned a spot from another guild master. Even non-adventurers know that much is true. Yeah, and sometimes they'll stick their weakest member in the middle of nowhere for a few months just to get them out of the way. Talk about cruelty for cruelty's sake. Well, at least you can understand that much. Name's Virgil. Your local coal ranked guild master. Coal ranked? But don't guild masters need to be bronze or higher in order to even apply for this position? Okay, well I guess you don't understand everything. See, I may be bronze rank on paper, but my skills are right on par with your average fledgling coal rookie. Once this town inevitably goes under, I'll crawl back to my old guild and be demoted. Get it now? Well, when you spell it out like that, cool. So then just leave me to wallow for the next few months. At least one benefit of exile is the free room and board. Oh, that was him saying that. Free room and board. Hey now, there's no need to be so down on yourself. In fact, I'm not even here to ask for help. Awesome. And I hope you have a nice trip home. Well, all right then. Guess I can offer this rare weapon to a higher ranked adventurer. Oh, seriously? Don't try and insult me with your obvious bait and switch BS. BS? BS. Eugene grabbed Virgil by the collar and pressed him against the wall. I'll have you know that my items are top of the line and could easily make you into a real guild master, no problem. No, not just a real guild master, a mithril ranked guild master. Mithril? Spare me. There's only a handful of mithril ranked adventurers in this kingdom. The last one to get promoted was over 5 years ago. Eugene stepped back and took a deep breath to nurse his aching pride. Look, I'm sorry for being rude and I'm willing to start over. My name is Eugene. Can I just show you the equipment I was hinting at earlier? Feel free to judge once you see it. I'm sorry for insulting your wares. Feel free to show me whatever it is you have. Ah, excellent. See, as a sort of mage in my own right, I can easily sense your potential to wield mana. Tell me, what weapons are contained in the gems on your armbands? An iron sword and a copper shield. No wonder you're having difficulty moving up the ranks. Your equipment is completely unsuited for your innate skills with mana. Yeah, well, even if that were the case, it's not like magic-infused staffs come cheap. Correct. Which is why I'm offering you this. A brawler's dagger. Whoa. That's a mithril level weapon gem. Correct. This little guy happens to contain a mighty dagger that can cut through the most reinforced armor. A dagger? That sounds like a unconventional use of mithril. Certainly not a bad use, no sir. That's what I thought you were gonna say. So then, do you think you're willing to give it a test drive at least? Sure. Though I don't think I have much skill with a dagger. No worries. I have a second dagger just like this one. We can fight a monster together so that we can get a feel for the combat. Wait, what do you mean another? Quickly, to the woods. Eugene dragged Virgil out of the building by the long collar covering the giraffe's neck. Nothing like the fresh forest air and mountain breeze. Can't believe how stuffy that little town can be. Right, Virgil? Virgil? Yeah, nature and junk. What exactly was your plan again? Just meander in the woods until we come across a stray monster? Most monsters live in dungeons, and the nearest one is 5 miles in the other direction. Oh, come now. If you were in tune with your mana the way I am, you'd know that this place has a few hidden creatures. In fact, just take a look over there. A slime, now a big slime. That's an iron-ranked monster. We have to get out of here. Oh, please. With that dagger I gave you, this thing will be no problem. Just summon it and watch as it does the work for you. Damn it. If we die, I'm torturing you in the afterlife. Deal. Now get ready. Prepare yourself, fire creature. For these mighty adventurers will be the ones to fell you. Could you please not make cringy declarations like that? It's not like slimes understand speech anyway. Well, if that's what you want, I guess it means I won't be able to boost my morale. Guess this is where our story ends. Okay, fine, say whatever you want. Just promise we'll make it out of this situation alive. Oh, no worries. The battle's already over. Just prepare to swipe at the slime. From this distance? Of course. Get ready now. 1, 2, ha! With a quick swipe from both men, a mana-powered slash emanated from each dagger. As the slashes made contact with the slime, they easily cut through its gelatinous body. As the slime began to fade away, the hidden ability of the daggers began to take effect. All the slime's strength and mana began pouring into Eugene and Virgil's muscles. Each of them were putting on mass in more seconds. Eugene reveled in the feeling of his muscles filling out his frame, while Virgil was still too dumbfounded from the dagger's incredible power. All right, now that's what I call an easy battle. Wouldn't you agree, Virgil? I'm just glad we managed to get out of this alive, and I hate to admit it, but these big muscles of mine have always been for show. Well, how about finding another slime? I can sense one a few 100 feet away. I think my mana might be a little drained after that. Must not be used to must not be used to a Mirtha grade weapon. Let's call it a day. Spoil sport. Eugene and Virgil then made the hike back to the guild hall with the feeling of accomplishment. Virgil with his first major kill, and Eugene with the satisfaction in knowing that the dagger's hypnotic properties had done their job on Virgil's perception. The hike back felt like a nice cool down after our little battle. Well, I guess I'm glad I could get the exercise. I know, I got the characters mixed up. I know, no offense, but you seemed like a little wimp when you saw the slime. And don't say it's because of its rank or whatever. You were even hesitant to leave the guild hall from the start. Fine, I guess I can say this if it's just you. I'm a total coward, okay? I only became an adventurer because I had no other skills. I figured gaining a few pounds of muscle would make the adventurer life a breeze, but raw strength doesn't make up for my lack of combat experience. Well, now you have raw strength and combat experience, not to mention an overpowered weapon. Well, the latter half of your statement is true enough. So what exactly do you want for the weapon? If it was money, you would have tried to charge me already. Oh ho, smart boy. Well, I wouldn't mind being allowed to drop in on you every now and again. Perhaps I'd be the consultant that helps you move up in the ranks. What, like become your little plaything? And you say you have no skills. Many would envy that sharp mind of yours. In fact, try to keep that little aspect of yours under wraps for now. Call that my first piece of connotation. I'll be seeing you around, future mithril adventurer. Damn, what exactly am I getting into? That Virgil character, quite the rough surface on that. A perfect challenge, just like Phil. And as an adventurer, he'll attract plenty of other adventurers in no time at all. But for now, I think I'll call it a day, and maybe I can take time to fiddle with my own mass. Eugene has now unlocked muscle level 1. When Eugene is in his apartment, he can change his body mass. It'll be important to change size every now and again to order to progress the other character's story. It's time to head home. Now, what to do? Okay, so I think we have interacted with 3 characters so far. This is going to be a very interesting series as the story goes on. Until next time, guys, bye.
Pajama King is back again.